All right. Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, gamers, and fellow League of Legends lovers. Welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to kind of condense my thoughts about a topic I've recently and for a long time have brought up, and that's about League and its skins. Now, we're not going to only talk about its skins, although that's primarily what this video is focused on. It's in general just how Riot is kind of being lazy and failing us, but primarily with the skins. So, it might not be a surprise, but a new set of skins is coming out that's a little weird and a little different from all the other skins, and that's the Empyrean skins. So, I said they're a little weird because they're not really the style of skins I would usually expect. Ironically enough, I would expect these skins to come out from Smite, you know, the other game with gods and is also a MOBA and stuff. But aside from, the theme not really resonating with me, I still think they're okay skins. The main issue I have with it is who's getting the skins, in particular, who's getting the legendary. So once I saw this, I was kind of astonished. Number one, because just generally in quality, legendaries have gone down over time. And I'll talk what I mean about that as well as Riot's response to this, which they've made in the past. However, the main issue I have again is who gets the legendary. So the Pike skin, Empyrean Pike, is the newest legendary. So when I first heard this, again, I was surprised because when I saw the skin in the trailers and everything, I didn't notice this was a legendary. I was like, okay, it just looks like another 1350. When I found out it was a legendary, I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck? How is this skin an actually legendary? Like, maybe they didn't show it off too well in the trailer, but I did not see any cool effects or animations or anything. It honestly looked like a 1350. What's going on, everyone? Editing Chris here. Don't listen to this Dumbo who just said the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. The skin's actually pretty nice. Upon further reviewing it, as you can see, it actually does have an effect when you ult, and when you get a penta, whenever the fuck that is, you can actually alter the map. It's actually really cool, but my point is still gonna stand. Keep watching to find out. Woo! So then it made me think, okay, why the fuck of all the people who are getting the skins here, Pike is the one getting the legendary? I thought, is there no one more deserving? Is there no one better they could have given it to? And the answer is, yes, there is. There is better people they could have given it to. But just look at the selection here, right? Obviously, Cassante, the new champion, is getting the new skin line. This is his release skin, that's fine. He's also getting the prestige skin, which, Little Nas X did a collaboration, so we'll let that pass. Empyrean Jax is coming out. Jax has a lot of skins, but whatever. Maybe he hasn't gotten one in a while. Empyrean Jhin is coming out. Now, despite being an ADC lover and Jhin aficionado, Jhin has a lot of fucking skins. So after that, Empyrean Lux. Do I even need to say something about how many skins Lux has? But I will, because that's going to get into it. So obviously Empyrean Pike, the legendary, which I didn't even know was a legendary. Aside from that, Empyrean Vex. Vex does need a skin, so that's fine. She could get a skin. Especially since we got robbed of the Halloween one, because that one's going on the phone, I think, which is tragic, because it's a really good skin. Empyrean Zac. Zac doesn't have too many skins, so it's fine he get one. Empyrean Zed. Zed has enough skins, let's be honest. So, aside from all these, some of the choices, or rather a lot of the choices, these champions already have a lot of skins, right? So I sat back and I thought, okay, Pike now has two legendaries. There are champions out here, or there are champion mains out here that are struggling. Now, I don't have the list with me because I don't have a lot of time because I just came home from work. However, there are literally Reddit threads on this. There's pictures of this online where there are champions that haven't gotten a skin in like 1,000+ days. I believe Zilean's one of them, actually, right? And these champions are out here starving for like any morsel of Riot's attention. And then you got Pike over here getting his second legendary. It's like, what the fuck, man? Honestly, what the fuck? And then it made me think back, right? The two most egregious examples of people who don't deserve skins that get them, I'll give you a hint. One of them's, someone I already said. It's Lux and Ezreal. It's actually, like, it baffled my mind, right? I thought about Ezreal, and again, he's an AD, so I can't be too angry, but I can because I love League as a whole, right? Ezreal has a ultimate skin. Granted, it was, I believe, the first ultimate. Or, no, it might have been the second. I think Spirit Guard was the first. I don't remember. It's been so long, I'm an old man. But Ezreal had one of the first ultimates in the game then got a legendary, and I was like, okay, you know what? He has an ultimate, he has legendary, fine. He then got a second legendary, and he gets like every skin in the fucking woodwork. The other one is Lux. Lux sort of gets a pass because her legendaries are like, they're just dark cosmic and then light cosmic. They're sort of the same thing. They're kind of like the Leona skin, Eclipse Leona and Lunar Eclipse Leona. So I don't know if you'd count those as different. I honestly would, even though they could have just made it a chroma, let's be honest. But the fact that these champions are getting skins, meanwhile, again, you have literal Reddit threads with just tier lists of champions that haven't gotten a skin in how long existing, that you're just excluding a lot of your player base. Now, obviously, why is this done? It's because certain champions sell and certain champions don't. Certain champions are played and certain champions are not. Now, I think in the beginning of League's life cycle, this would have made sense. If they were a small to mid-sized company, right? If they were still to be considered an quote-unquote indie company, although the definition of that is a little bit contested, I would say, okay, fine. They're trying to make money. They're trying to make it. They're trying to put themselves on top. They're only going to release skins for people who, will make the money. That's okay. That's fine, right? But they're a fucking billion-dollar company at this point. They made fucking Arcane on Netflix, for Jesus Christ. Like, are you kidding me? They don't need to have all these skins come out for champs that everyone spams that gets skins every other patch. They honestly don't. They can take a hit in profit to actually reward some of their long-term fans. The Zilean mains! Even though I hate Zilean, I still have to be fair. So, they can actually not release a skin for Lux or Ezreal again, and actually give a legendary, not even a 1350, a legendary to someone like Zilean. And even though it might not sell too much, you're creating what I think, and I always say, is very, very valuable with fans, and that's goodwill. You're creating goodwill. So, that's kind of where I stand on that. The legendaries overall have gone down in quality too. The legendaries always used to come with bells and whistles. Some sort of new mechanic. Now, it's nothing like the ultimate skins, let's be honest. And even the ultimate skins have been degrading in quality. I mean, look at MF and Seraphine. Those two ultimates. MF's was so bad, it wasn't even considered a full ultimate. And they reduced the price. And Seraphine, unless you're a K-pop stan, everyone got pissed at that one because it realistically isn't an ultimate. It's like a triple 1350 almost. Like, it's so dumb. It literally could have been 3 separate skins, or like chromas or whatever. They do have different effects, but it's really not an ultimate skin at all. And if going forward that's what they have to make ultimates, it's really sad because of this whole memory leak thing of it's going to crash the game because League needs to be played on toasters. Whatever, fine. I'll take that argument. But in general, the legendaries back in the day had something cool, had some sort of transformation or something. Nowadays, the most you might get is maybe some little border or some sort of transformation during the ulti, which is still pretty good. I honestly don't know what the Pike one has. And look at the other one of Kaisa, right? Kaisa's another one that recently came out. As far as I know, I was looking very forward to a Kaisa legendary. This skin is fucking ass. It looks like a glorified 1350. Most of the legendaries that come out now look like glorified 1350s. Back in the day, these legendaries used to have some sort of gimmick with them. The only one that really didn't, and it was more thematic based, I would say was Dragon Trainer Tristana. And because it was the whole dynamic with Wriggle, which, fine, sell that as 18, 20, who cares. But for the most part, the Vayne skin had the visor going on and off depending on when you were near tower. I'm trying to remember what other one had. I guess Teemo's one didn't really have anything either. But in general, there was some sort of transformation that happened. So not all legendaries are created equal, now that I'm thinking about it. But most of them had a higher quality to them. Now they're honestly just glorified 1350s with like decent animations or a really cool theme. It's honestly sad. So, the other problem I have, if we're just going to keep this towards skins, right? And this is something I've also been saying for a while, but I just want to consolidate all my thoughts into this one video. And that's the fact that a lot of the skins that have come out, it hasn't been so recently, and I will give credit to that, but a lot of the skins that come out are Asian themed. Now, what do I mean by that? Before I'm called racist or something, hear me out. So, because Riot has been bought out by Tencent, because Riot is owned by a primarily Chinese-based company, right? They are going to make a lot of skins that are appealing towards their Chinese player base. Now, I don't fault them for this fully, because again, They're trying to make money. They're trying to impress their big investor, Tencent, right? But they're already a billion-dollar company. They don't need to go this hard with it. I feel like they went a little excessive with it for a while. Even back in the day, before they were bought out by Tencent, they had Lunar Revel. They had skins that were, Asian themed for the Asian community, which is fine. They're good skins. I'm not even saying they're bad skins. It just, to me, it gets very annoying, and it almost borders on the line of pandering when it comes out so often. And by God, it came out a lot. Now, I don't have too hard of the examples here, again, because I don't really have time to bring it up. Maybe I'll bring it up in post-production if I remember. But a lot of the different skin lines that have come out have essentially been Asian themed. Again, the recent ones, the Halloween ones, blew it out of the park. I don't really see an Asian theme there. It's more just Halloween themed, which I guess is American. But this game was made in America. Again, if we're going by the mobile game, because this game is on mobile now, they're going to appeal to the biggest audience, which is mobile, which is, in China and stuff. Because mobile gaming, I'm telling you, it's creeping up on us. But again, it makes sense, and I can understand it again with the Ultimates too, if we're going back to that argument. But it's just annoying because I thought it was excessive. It's like, bruh, stop pandering to the Asian audience. Pander to us, we're your main audience. Again, creating goodwill. But those are basically all the problems I have with skins. Aside from that, I mean, the other problems I have, which I might make a separate video on, is just the pass system in general and the token system, which has been a pile of garbage because they really didn't change anything. They just gave it new bells and whistles, which, again, changes nothing. But that's another story for possibly another video if I'm not lazy. But anyway, those are kind of my opinions on the skins. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. I need the views. If you liked what I did, come watch me at twitch.tv/Tecnics channel. I stream there every day live, or at least I try to. And if you have anything to say, I'd honestly be curious to what people think. Do you think the skins, if you're a League of Legends player, have been up to par? Do you think the legendaries are good? Do you think that Riot really hasn't released that many Asian pandering skins? I'm curious to know. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed.